guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope that you are doing fabulous. Today I'm going to go over some tips, 10 to be exact, of having great communications skills. Now, if there are things on my list that I didn't share or you feel should be on my list, please feel free to comment in the section below. Yeah? And also guys, please press that subscribe and notification bell. So the first on my list is relationships. When you are starting to communicate, the first thing you're actually doing is building a relationship. And a simple tip in building a relationship, or tips: hi, I am, and you introduce yourself. When the other person mentioned their name, try to remember it and call them by their name. I'm not very good at names, but there are other things that I can do to build relationships. But really try to remember names. Try to smile. Try to be polite. And that handshake. First thing when you communicate with someone, the handshake. If someone's going to shake your hands, right? Make sure you're doing it. And there's a proper way to shake a hand that the person feels comfortable. Right? And when I shook someone's hand and I felt that they really didn't want to shake my hand, they basically pulled away. And then I noticed that they went on and they shook someone else's hand, but with a firm handshake. Right? So in case you're wondering, was this a guy and he didn't want to shake my hand? No, it was a lady, and basically from her handshake I knew she did not want to really communicate or have any kind of communications with me. Right? So number one, having relationships, building a relationship. Number two, know what you're going to talk about. That dead air of silence. Hi, my name is, and after that it's dead. That awkward silence. Not cool. Know what you're going to talk about. And a simple way to just break into a conversation is, so how's your family? How was your day? How was the weather? Those are just simple things. Hey, do you know where I can find such and such? Just to have the communication going. Yes? So know what you are going to talk about. Number three, listen more than you speak. Have you ever spoke to someone and it's just a turn off because they're like, yeah, and so and they keep going on and on and on and on, and you're trying to get your conversation in, but they won't give you the opportunity to. That is not effective listening skills. You're not being a good communicator. Listen to the other person. There's so much you can't even get by listening to that person, right? So talk less, listen more. Number four, connect emotionally. Connect emotionally. People will forget what you say, but they'll never forget, for the most part, they won't forget how you made them feel. Right? So emotions comes from feeling, and if you make the person feel warm, they'll remember it. I remember once I was speaking to someone and she did not remember the person's name, but she was like, oh, I don't remember her name, but when she spoke, she was so warm and she was so loving. It's someone that I would like to come to this event because everyone would just love how she react to the audience. For some reason, when she met initially that person, she left behind an impression where people want her in that room because she has a warm presence. Yes? So you treat someone nice, they will remember that. You treat someone bad, they will remember that. Yeah? Because just like how I told you initially, that person that she didn't want to shake my hands. This happened years ago, but she made me feel so bad. I remembered it. So when you connect emotionally. Number 5, Body language. Read body language. If someone is like, maybe they don't want to speak with you, look at what they're doing. Sometimes people are like, okay, get to the point, and they're looking at their watch. If they're doing that, obviously time is not on their side, or maybe they don't want to hear what you are saying, right? So to be effective as a communicator, just read the body signs. If they, sometimes they might be in danger and their body is showing you that they're in danger. But if you're so focused on, just getting your information and you're not watching how they're responding to you, you might make the situation worse. So try to look at certain body languages and, read from it, right? Body language. And that was number 5. Number 6, skip using certain words, or the dragons, what I'm saying, how you doing? Nah, man, I'm lit. That's a word that I've heard recently. Or snatched. Not everybody's used to those words, and when you travel, what you may use in your country or your city or region, someone else may not use it. And they may use it, but in another way. So you're saying it to them and they're thinking something else. Now imagine, I'm lit. Are you on fire? And what does that mean? Yo, man, that's bad. And you could be saying, yo, that's good, but you said I'm bad. And that person, they don't understand, not necessarily. So you have to be careful using certain words or acronyms, right? Because not everyone understands these acronyms. So you got to be careful when you're speaking, using certain terms that someone else may not understand. Number 7, watch your tone. Watch your tone. If you are speaking and you decide to you're just loud, someone may say, okay, is this person angry? What's going on? And if you speak like this, someone may think that you're timid, and you don't want that. So watch your tone. Sometimes you have to speak up, and sometimes you have to reduce your voice, right? The tone of your voice can imply many different things. And some people may not be used to it if you are just a loud speaker. Number 8, be open-minded. Now that's hard for a few of us, because if we're used to a certain culture, certain beliefs, certain things in our environment, we don't really necessarily know how to be open-minded. But if you want for someone to share more information or to understand another person's perspective, you have to be open-minded. Prepare yourself to say, you know what, this is not necessarily what I believe, but in order for me to understand the other person, I need to have no judgment. I need to not criticize. I need to not look down on them. Because if someone realizes that you're closed-minded, they will close the conversation. They will not speak to you because you don't understand them, right? So if you want someone to open up to you, to talk to you, be open-minded. It's just like that child want to express, oh, I started using drugs, or I experimented with marijuana, or whatever it might be, and they go to a parent or their parents, and the parents is closed-minded. They're not going to really truly talk about it, right? But if the parent is open-minded, or the parents are open-minded, they will start speaking, and you're able to solve the issue, right? Because you made a conscious decision to open up your mind to what the other person has to say. Number 9, be polite. There's no need to be rude to someone. It's just so unnecessary. If you want someone to have a good conversation with you, be polite. I've been in situations where the person is so rude, I just simply walk away, right, guys? So be polite, as simple as that. And the last on my list is to observe others that are good at communications. Look around you, whether it's even on here on YouTube, who is a good communicator? Watch these videos. Who around you is a good communicator? Is it your in your religious organization you find someone that's a good communicator? Is it within your school? Is it your job? Is it your boss? Who is it? Observe them and study them, right? Pick not all of the habits, because you still have your own habits, but pick up some of the things that they are good at. And I will also like to add, just whatever your strengths are, use that to the best of your ability. And just a little last tip that I would like to throw into that, use your strength as the best as you can, because if your strength is simply to remember names, use it. If it's simply to smile like myself, use it. All right, guys, until another time, again, please remember to share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what's on your mind. All right, until next time, bye bye.